Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, we have some more official images this time around, not in-hand images from PulseCon itself, but official images from Hasbro of Legacy United Wave 1 for January of next year. And first up here we got Energon Megatron, looking good. You got the tank up top there like on the original figure. This is a really decent looking core class. You got the back of the packaging there, 11 steps for transformation. It is absolutely crazy seeing Energon Universe Megatron on a packaging art for a modern day Generations figure, but here we are. It's amazing. And the robot mode looks great. You got the flip down green cannons on the shoulders looking nice. You could take the cannons off and you could hold them as handheld weapons, which is dope. And then we got Tasmanian Kid, or for the US release, I think his name was Snarl, so whatever version of the character you want to use. What did he transform into, a dog, or was it? I can't remember the animal that Tasmanian Kid transformed into, but this looks cool, whatever this animal is supposed to be. Let me know in the comments below what animal this is supposed to be. But you got the opening jaw, nice blue paint on the eyes. It says here, the interesting thing for Tasmanian Kid, 20 steps for transformation. Now for a core class figure, 20 steps seems pretty steep. There's not even deluxe class figures that have 20 steps for transformation, which is crazy. I mean, I wonder how complex this is for a $12, $13 figure, but he looks great. The robot mode looking nice. I just wish the hands were sculpted so he could hold weapons and so he could hold his cannon rather than just making the gun mount on his forearm, but that's kind of a minor complaint. And I said he doesn't have ankle tilt in my last video, but his feet are ball jointed, so you can get a little bit of tilt there, but it's mostly just rotation and up and down motion on the feet, it looks like. Boulder Crash, I think his name is, if I'm remembering correctly. Bike mode looking nice. I love the details, the red paint on there. I probably won't be in a rush to get this guy because I just don't have any attachment to the Inhumanoids, which was that 80s cartoon that they're taking inspiration from. And then it says 10 steps for transformation. Interesting thing on the packaging here, it says Infernac Universe Boulder Crash, which I guess was a planet from Inhumanoids or something, and that's basically what they're using these guys as. And you can see there he turns into like this sword weapon for other characters to wield, which is kind of cool. And the robot mode looks pretty decent, nice robot sculpted details on there. And then we have Magnus, I think his name is. I'm going off memory here. But this armored vehicle mode, off-road vehicle, whatever it's supposed to be, looks pretty nice. A lot of nice rock details on there. Dope sculpt on there. It's like battering ram type thing that you could plug in the front of the vehicle, which is kind of cool. And you can see here on the packaging, it's only 10 steps for transformation, but all those parts come off, which is nice. And then you could use it as a weaponizer for Bumblebee there, which looks pretty cool, not too shabby at all. Interesting. And then you got the 40 years logo on all the box art, which is cool. And then the robot mode, it's a little bit odd, but I guess they were going for that since this is a rock character that's more of like a creature. So it's definitely a cool looking robot mode. The yellow eyes really pop. I like that a lot. You got the shield, you got his crossbow / pickaxe weapon there. And then animated Bumblebee, it's 22 steps for transformation, which is pretty decent for a deluxe class, and some more images of them there. And then Chase, you got his vehicle mode, and then the back of the packaging, Rescue Bots Universe. That is crazy to see on a modern day Generations packaging, but here we are. 18 steps for transformation, which is pretty decent. And the robot mode looks really clean. I hope this is the base for the Lockdown retool. It just fits much better in my opinion. You even got the front of the car mode as the feet, like Lockdown, so it just works to me. But if it's not, that would kind of suck. In Windblade, we got her jet mode, which I love that the turbines can spin. I love how the cockpit looks, and then her sword can actually act as an energy effect for her flying by, sort of like in, I think it was the IDW comics and maybe even in Cyberverse 2. So that's a really nice touch. I love that weapon storage. It reminds me of old school deluxe class jet formers when they would have the firing missiles with their guns, and when you would plug it in for vehicle mode, it looks like jet booster smoke coming out of it instead of a blast effect piece, which is what's going on here, and I really, really like it. And the back of her packaging, 16 steps for transformation, Cyberverse Universe Windblade, looking cool. And her robot mode, you could take that fan off. It's some really nice sculpted details in there, and I love the silver paint. It's very vibrant, and then the blue highlights aren't too shabby either. And then THUNDERTRON. Look at this boy. This is one of the highlights for Wave 1 for me. I think this came out really nice. Like, that lion mode is imposing. I love that open mouth, way better than Leo Convoy's. You can see he's got the Star Seekers logo on there, which is dope. Got the sword, and 24 steps for transformation, which isn't too bad for a Voyager class. You got Prime Universe up there, which is dope. And you can see there, you got the peg leg, which is dope. The foot just untabs, and you could use it as either a weapon, or you could plug it into the sword, and that's just really cool to me. Like, you got the peg leg on there, like, what? This guy looks nice. I don't know if I'm gonna get him right away when he drops, but definitely at some point I'd pick him up. Some extra shots of animated Optimus, still looks pretty good. And then the back of the packaging, 25 steps for transformation, animated universe, looking nice. And you got TIGERHAWK. I almost had Silverbolt. This guy looks great. I'm sold on the leader class price point. I know I said in my last video I was a little skeptical, but nope, I really like this. It looks, the lion mode looks a bit awkward, but I think that's just the posing in the pictures that they took. I think it'll look much better in hand and when you give it to somebody that actually knows how to pose. But the robot mode, or the back of the packaging, a whopping 43 steps for transformation, which is pretty good for a leader class. Beast Wars Universe up there, looking nice. And I still don't know if he has wrist swivel. I really hope he has wrist swivel. I think he does, but I'm not sure. If he doesn't have wrist swivel, that would really suck for the leader class price point, not gonna lie. But he looks great there in the robot mode. Wow, look at this boy. He's holding the guns that were mounted on the wings there, so that looks nice. Let me see if he has the wrist in there. You know what? The way it looks, I don't think he has a wrist swivel. I think it's just a hinge joint for it to flip into the forearms, which I'm not liking that. For a modern day leader class, for how these things are made now, he definitely should have a wrist swivel. They've done it before with other leader class figures that have the flip inward forearms. They give them the wrist swivel with the mushroom peg, and it doesn't look like they have that here with TIGERHAWK, which I don't know why they wouldn't do that, but he still looks nice. I just really hope there's the wrist swivel. He still looks great though. Yeah, that's pretty much all the extra shots that I found. I got these off of Weibo, which is like a Chinese social media website or something like that. But if there's any more images, I'll either talk about that in the live stream later on today, or in a separate video or whatever, or just a community post, I don't know. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below which of these figures are your favorite, and I'll catch y'all next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.